So you're a founder, right? You know that feeling. You've poured everything into building something incredible, but getting people to actually see it, that's a whole other ballgame. Today, we're going to unlock a really powerful, low-cost growth strategy that can get your product the attention it truly deserves, all without breaking the bank. I mean, think about it. You've spent countless hours coding, designing, perfecting your baby. You finally hit that launch button, and then crickets. It's the moment every creator dreads. You've got this amazing product, but now what? How do you get people to actually find it? And that, right there, is the heart of the startup visibility problem. It turns out the biggest hurdle often isn't building a fantastic product. It's getting it in front of the right people, especially when you're working with a tiny or maybe even a non-existent marketing budget. You're basically in a constant battle against obscurity. You're fighting for a sliver of attention against all the noise on the internet. And the sky-high cost of traditional ads can feel like this massive wall you just can't climb. So, how do you even begin to compete? Well, what if I told you there's a strategy that's not only free, but it works with the internet's existing structure instead of fighting against it? It's all about leveraging platforms that are literally designed to showcase new tools and products. Yeah, we're talking about SaaS directories and launch sites. And hey, if you're new to the term, SaaS just stands for Software as a Service. The best way to think about these sites is like digital marketplaces. They're like specialized shopping malls where your ideal customer's already hanging out, actively looking for solutions just like yours. But here's where it gets really cool. The real magic here is that you don't just get one benefit. This strategy is like a triple growth engine. When you list your product on these sites, you kickstart this powerful, self-reinforcing cycle of traffic, authority, and exposure that builds momentum all on its own. So let's talk about the first gear in this engine, traffic. The whole point isn't just to get random clicks, it's to drive targeted organic traffic and attract potential customers. We're talking quality here, not just quantity. And look, here's why that's so crucial. When you list your product in, say, in a directory for project management tools, you are putting it directly in the path of people with super high intent. These are people who are actively searching for a solution to their problem right now. This is incredibly powerful traffic that you don't have to pay a dime for in ads. But it gets even better because the benefits go way deeper than just immediate clicks. This is also a long-term play for your SEO because it helps with improving search engine rankings and establishing your brand's authority. Okay, so let's get a little technical for a second, but I promise it's simple. Every time a directory lists your product, it creates something called a backlink to your website. And for search engines like Google, these backlinks are basically votes of confidence. The more high-quality votes you get, the more credible your site looks, which can seriously boost your SEO performance over time. Now, here's a pro tip. Not all backlinks are created equal. Not even close. And that's where this key metric called domain authority, or DA, comes into play. It's basically a score from 1 to 100 that predicts how well a website will rank. A link from a site with a high DA is a way more powerful vote of confidence than one from a site with a low DA. This number is absolutely crucial. All right, and that brings us to the third piece of our growth engine, and it's all about brand presence. It's about connecting with relevant audiences and accelerating growth in a competitive market. This is really how you go from just being found to being truly recognized. I mean, just think about it from a user's perspective. When a potential customer sees your product mentioned across multiple trusted directories, it builds this incredible sense of social proof. It makes your brand feel more established, more legitimate. You're creating dozens, maybe even hundreds of different little discovery points for your product. Okay, so you get the strategy, you see the power of this triple growth engine. But the big question is, how do you actually do it? Well, let's pull back the curtain on the exact toolkit that makes this entire strategy accessible to anyone. So what does this toolkit actually look like? Well, it starts with over 800, and then it adds over 75 more. What we're talking about here is a massive, curated database of over 800 SaaS directories and more than 75 launch sites where you can submit your product starting today. So let's just break down the incredible value here. The source material for today's explainer is this single, super powerful list. It gives you all 800 plus directories and 75 plus launch sites, and this is the key, they're all ranked by that crucial domain authority metric we just talked about. Its whole purpose is to help you build free backlinks and boost your visibility. And the best part?
It is 100% free.
Okay, let's bring this all home. The real beauty of this whole strategy is its simplicity, and you can get started on it today with a really clear 3-step action plan. All right, here's your path to visibility. Step 1, access the source. Download that free curated list. Step 2, and this is super important, don't just start anywhere. Use those domain authority rankings to prioritize the most impactful sites first. You want to get the biggest bang for your buck, right? And finally, step 3, just start promoting. Begin submitting your product to all the relevant places and watch that momentum start to build. It really is that straightforward.
So, I'll just leave you with this one thought. You can forget about pouring money into expensive ads or trying to figure out complex marketing funnels. This strategy is a direct line to customers who are already out there looking for a solution just like yours. So the only real question left is, could your next 100 users be waiting for you on one of these lists?